Alright guys, so we are here with round 2 of the teamYUGIfails cash prize tournament. Obviously this is the first cash prize tournament, and we're in game 1 right now, and we have Alex on the left playing World Chalice, and we have Brandon on the right playing Gravekeepers. I believe Alex won the dice roll and elected to go first, and he activates a terraforming to add Kyoto waterfront for the kaijus. So this is a really interesting list that he has together, which the Kyoto towers or waterfront, whatever it is, has some really cool interactions here in this deck. So it'll be interesting to see how this feature match turns out. And he has a Agent of Venus and a Gofu there, which is pretty solid for an opening hand. So you guys will see what the Kyoto waterfront does for his deck, and it's pretty interesting to see what it can do. But I apologize ahead of time if you guys hear any kind of rumbling or whatnot in the background. There's currently a thunderstorm going on where I live, and it's raining really hard, as well as, obviously thunder, lightning, hence why it's called a thunderstorm. But you guys might hear that, you might not. But currently there is a Link Spider, Imduck, a Gofu token, and a Venus on Alex's side of the field. And there is a Mystic Shine Ball token touching down there. If it wasn't for Spirals being so good right now, I would say that World Chalice would have a pretty good chance at being a top deck, because the way that this deck operates is pretty crazy. And there's Ib. Ib is a really good card as well. And it looks like we're going for more Link Summons here, and we're going to see another Ib touchdown, so that's 2 Ibs. A Link Spider and a Venus, and it looks like there's going to be a third activation of Venus, which is going to drop Alex by 1,500 life points to get those Mystic Shine Balls out. That looks like 4, I think. Yep, 4 for the Firewall Dragon there. And that will put Kyoto Waterfront at 4 tokens from the looks of it. Then there's going to be another Link Summon, which is going to get Imduck. That'll put Kyoto Waterfront to 5. Firewall triggers to special summon from hand because the Shine Ball is sent to grave, and he special summons a Gamseal. Now here's the cool part. His Kyoto Waterfront has 5 tokens. Gamseal now has the ability to negate 2 cards or effects that Brandon is to activate during his turn, which is really good. But he chooses to Link Summon again for a second Firewall, and then the Firewall will trigger, and he actually has a second Gamseal in hand, and he still managed to do this. So he currently has 2 negates and 2 Firewalls on the field. Then Brandon activates a 1 Day of Peace. And there's a Gravekeeper's Commandant. I believe Alex asked Brandon how many cards he has in hand, so Brandon just spread them out for him. And Alex actually opted to chain to the Commandant and negate it, I believe, with Gamseal. And some back row coming down here. 2 back row and a set monster, and then the pass. And obviously, Brandon won't be taking damage until the end of this current turn that Alex is on, because of 1 Day of Peace. Obviously helps him avoid getting OTK, which is pretty good. Looks like that's a normal summon of Lee for the World Chalice. And he searches for a guard dragon. And looks like the firewall is attacking the Fossil Dyna, which will trigger to destroy, but Alex is going to chain the Gam Seal, which is still a legal play and damage step because it's a monster negation. Or card negation, I should say. And that's a normal summon of a Thunder King Ryo. And Brandon passes. And Alex just wants to read Thunder King real quick. And there's Raigeki. Lose one turn, that's fine. Lose one turn does not affect World Chalice that much at all because Link monsters can't go to defense. It's just going to negate their effects on the field for the turn. Raigeki did go graveyard, so Waterfront does get a token there. He's putting the lead to defense. He's putting the Gam Seal to attack. And he's normal summoning Venus. And yeah, he's thinking about that Link summon. He doesn't know if he wants to though. And there's a Proxy Dragon. Solemn Warning. He will pay the 2,000. And I believe that is he's going to negate the Storming with Gam Seal, and he is attacking for what is game there. And we're going to go to game 2. And they'll be siding, but the video is just going to cut to game 2 here. So now we are at the start of game 2. And I believe Brandon has the selection of who goes first. And there's a Fossil Dyna and a Moon Mirror Shield. And then the Gravekeeper's Commandant. That is a pretty solid opening. And Pot of Duality, that is a pretty good card to draw. And it looks like, ooh, a Demise and 2 other dualities. It's always rough when you play 3 dualities. That's why I always liked to play 2 back when I played Clifford Stun. Because you play 2 of it and you really can't go wrong. Because your chances of seeing both of them in your opening hand are so slim. But he does add the card of Demise, which is going to be a huge bonus, obviously. Then activating the Necro Valley. And a pass. So obviously the Fossil Dyna does hurt the World Chalice deck. But there is a Raigeki there. That's quite the lifesaver. And I believe Brandon paid 500 to put the Moon Mirror back on top of his deck, as you just saw there. And we're seeing a Gofu come down here, and there are the 2 tokens for Gofu. And a Brilliant Fusion. Oof. This is already looking pretty unfortunate for Brandon, judging by how Alex opened with just the Gofu Brilliant Fusion by itself. That is quite the hand. And there's the Seraph Knight. And we're going to see a add of the Leaf from Grave to Hand by getting rid of the token. Then there's an additional normal from Seraph Knight, and Lee will search from deck and he looks like he's grabbing the World Legacy. I don't know the name of that one in all honesty, but it's the level 5 from Code of the Duelist, the rare, which is actually a really, really good card.
Oh, yeah. I heard of
Roman and Bray Wyatt attribute some. What did they get?
And he does get his regular normal summon because he used the additional off of Seraph Knight to play the Lee, and then he attributed the Seraph Knight for his regular normal, which is really, really good. And we're going to see a Link summon here. And that is an Auram or Aram, I'm not sure how exactly you say it. But the World Legacy card triggers to special summon 2 World Chalice cards from Alex's deck. And he summons, I think that's Beckoned, the level 4 normal, and then Guard Dragon, which is a very good card as well. And looks like we're going to see a Link summon of Imduck, and then a Link summon here for Ib. And there's a Beckon special summon from hand off of Imduck's Grave Effect. And another Link summon for another Ib. Guard Dragon's going to trigger to summon a Beckoned. Oh, and he can't even do that because of Necro Valley.
Special?
I'm not sure.
Proxy. Venus pay 5.
I'm not sure where the Venus came from. He might have special summoned it from Grave off of Auram or Aram, but I don't think he could have done that. Yeah, I'm not sure there. I don't know, maybe I missed something. I feel like I missed something there. Of an activation that I didn't see, but regardless, it's looking not too good for Brandon's side of the field. Looking like it's going to be a pretty big hit to the life points there, if not an OTK. And Twin Twister is going to pop the Necro Valley, which is pretty solid. Looks like he's tributing an Ib, which is going to let him special summon Ingrisu from Grave.
25, 25, 23.
And I believe that is game, if I'm correct. Yeah, that should definitely be game, because I think Aram has an additional life point or attack point gain, and it is game there. So Alex picking up a swift 2-0 with the World